Hi, so for this video I am going to show you how to get the image that you want to use onto the material. So I don't know about you, but personally I'm no good at drawing, so I have got this picture of the memorial that I'm going to put onto my piece of material. So the way I do this is I take my image and I just get some greaseproof paper, nothing fancy I'm afraid. So I then just pop it over the image and use kind of anything you have. I've got some pins to hand, so I just popped the pins in each corner. Just to make sure really that it's nice and secure so that I don't draw it wrong, because I'm not only not good at drawing, I'm not good at tracing either. So once it's secure, then I just draw around the outline. So as you can see, I've drawn around the image like that. So now, once you've done that, personally what I do, if you've put yourself a border on there, I'm personally going to draw around that border, just so that I know on the piece of material that I've left myself enough space around the side, because once these are all given in, I'm then going to sew them all together. So we need to make sure there's a nice border around it so that we've got enough excess material around the image so that we can sew them together without having to cut off any of your embroidery. There we go. So I've just drawn around the border there for you. Then take it away from the image as soon as you know and confident that you've got all the detail on it that you want to. Always, I find when you're tracing it, get all the detail. Because then you can decide once it's on the material which bits to keep and which bits not to. So then I'm just going to put my pins away for a second so I don't lose them. So there we go. So it's all traced on the image. So now what I do is take that and turn it round so you're on the back. Make sure you're not leaning on anything that you want damaged, because it will transfer slightly. So I'm on a clean side. So you just pop it upside down and then you're just going to shade over the drawing. Okay. So a quick tip for you when you're shading your picture in, make sure you do it from top to bottom, otherwise you're just going to end up with it all over your hands. Trust me, I've made that mistake before. So now I've shaded it in, you can see there, it's all shaded in, so that's the front. So then you've got your piece of material. Now make sure it's lined up properly, like so, and then secure the tracing paper or greaseproof paper or whatever it is you're using to the material, ensuring that it is straight and in the middle, because we want to make sure that we have that excess piece of material around the side. Once it's secured, you're going to then retrace around what you traced. Just make sure that you'll find when you're doing it on the material that the material will move. So just make sure that it's all secure and you push down quite a lot, because you want to make sure that it's on there. Okay. So then once you've done that bit, make sure that you've done it all by just popping it forward and just taking a look inside, just because once you've taken it off, I promise you, you won't be able to line it up again, or it'll be very difficult. So once you've done that, take out your pins. There you go, so that it comes off, and you'll see that you've got very faint lines. Now what I tend to do now, which is a bit of a cheat, but I then go over it in a biro pen, or just a pen that's not going to run or smudge. So I tend to use like a black Bic pen and just go around the border, because I find it doesn't matter too much because you're about to cover it in thread. So as long as you're careful, you then won't be able to see the lines because you're going to cover it up. Okay? So once you've done that bit, you'll see that it's a lot clearer now, so I can see much better what I'm doing. So once it's done, you're ready and raring to go. So have fun. Thank you. Bye.